Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Nizam again, here back, and as I promised in the first video of the FM 2020 challenge, due to the current situation, I am here to continue on the preseason. This episode is about the preseason for Oxford City. So before I touch on the preseason, the current situation, outside, as per announced by Prime Minister, it's quite challenging. The extension of the circuit breaker, due to the high number of cases that they are facing, the frontliners are facing. So it was greeted with many people with various concerns, but on my part is that it is what it is. They are trying to look things at a strategic level, which will not please everybody. Okay, they do what they have to do. If you think that your life will be very challenging, everybody faces a unique challenge, right? Like for myself, I'm supposed to be into my first week of my marriage life, but however, that being said, ROMM decided to actually keeping on pending. So me and my future wife, we were, of course, definitely we were disappointed, right? But we come to understand the situation where it will come. We will eventually get married, all right? So RMM has mentioned to us they will actually keep us in view. They will inform us once the circuit breaker is over to rearrange. So there's always a silver lining to every challenges. Okay, let them sort out. Let us work hand in hand with the authorities to help to overcome. If you think our life is very tough right now, it is tough. It is challenging. I would call it challenging, but we must bear in mind those who are actually suffering from the pandemic. You have to consider the fact that the Bangladeshis or the migrant workers, majority of them are Bangladeshis, who actually help to keep our streets clean, who actually help to build new buildings, whether it's a condo, whether it's HDB or any type of dwellings or your shopping centers. We must give them the support of whatever we can, right? Just remember, when you think that your life is challenging, do think of the things that those who are really affected by it. Be a bit more understanding. Hopefully time will fly past, and we might want to look back and say, hey, we actually survived this challenge, all right? Just be there for your loved ones. Make full use of what we have, appreciate what we have, and maybe you can actually find something that you can occupy your time. Although I do have to admit there's a lot of things that we need to actually occupy ourselves, since we are on stay-at-home order. So without further ado, let's get started with the FM 2020 challenge, Oxford City, for me. So I started a preseason with the club actually arranged 8 friendly matches. These matches are not actually decided by me, although I can actually set it to what I need, to the clubs I want to face off for the friendly matches. But I leave it to the club to arrange the friendly matches. It's a total of 8. We've managed to complete with 4 wins, 3 draws, and a defeat. And during the transition, I've seen many trialists who actually have actually get them to be in the club, to sign them on a permanent basis. Some good ones. Of course, I don't get everything. I don't get every player. There are some 2 or 3 good players who I missed out due to the tight financial limitation that Oxford City have as compared to their other competitors in the same division or from another division. That being said, I've managed to find new alternatives to the players that have slipped away. And the formation that actually set on the ground is 4-4-2. Many people will say, hey, it's kind of outdated, but from what I know from the game, is actually applicable when you are playing in a lower division. Okay, sophisticated teams in the Premier League or the leagues below in the English Football League may actually use another type of different formations because they have better players, they have better attributes to actually play for the formation they want. They have that flexibility. But for Oxford City in the Vanarama South, sorry about that, Vanarama South, their strengths on the attributes are usually focused on, let's say example, you get a very speedy player. The high attributes are mostly on the speed, and the rest of the other attributes are actually zero, not zero of course, but quite low. But of course, the thrill of getting a lower division club, as you move along, as you progress, these players actually get better and better as long as you actually expose them to matches, and assign to the right coaches to guide them. Of course, you do mentoring for this FM 2020. You arrange for under 23 to actually train your first team, or the under 18 to train your first team, and of course you send them on loans. But that will be more of what I'm going to actually do for the club, provided I don't get sacked, of course. So aside from the formation, there are many tweaks which I actually do. I wish my team can do a counter press, but that being said, they might not have the tactical maturity yet to actually adapt to this tactic. But of course, along the way, when they get better and better, I will adopt the tactic. And this is what I find out in the preseason friendlies. You get to actually improve their match fitness. You get to actually get your players to understand the formation of you to play. Of course, create partnership between the midfielders, between the defenders, or between the strike partnerships. The other thing that I have a takeaway from the friendly matches is, of course, the trialists, how good the trialists are, or even if they are good, whether they can actually fit into the system of the teammates that actually the team I actually sign up for. Now, bear in mind, when I actually sign all these free transfers, I've actually culled, or as I say, purged. I actually loan out or release players on a free transfer to other clubs. So that actually enabled me to actually have bigger wage flexibility to actually pay other players who I think I want to sign. And of course, that improve finances on a short term, and get better quality players that I would like to actually fit into the system that I want to play with. And that being said, I've got myself some really fast players that I want to model on. So if you ask me the areas I want speed, to be honest, central midfield, two central midfielders are not really fast. They are there to actually control the flow of the game. One is a disruptor, and another one is a playmaker, deep line playmaker. And what I had is that my two centre backs now, they are much more pacier than the previous two centre backs I have that I was originally given. My two full backs are quite fast as compared to the two that were given to me. My wingers are, of course, I actually retain, but unfortunately, one was actually being bought over by another club. So I actually signed quite a decent winger who's a formerly a Crystal Palace youth player. And on the forward line, I got myself a pressing forward with a high work rate, and a poacher who has a very good acceleration and pace. So I hope that will actually grew over time into a very formidable unit. All right, I'm so sorry about the English. Formidable. All right. Um, Friendly matches, they are useful in those aspects. Now let me share with you the cons of friendly matches. It gives you a false impression sometimes when you actually winning games, especially against teams that are of a low division from you. You will definitely win games. It depends on the volume of goals you win, but of course when the season start, just like in my previous saves, it might not translate to wins, because the good thing about the FM 2020 is that the AI is can react to whatever form that you are having. So in a previous FM 2019 version, the AI is not as smart as what it has now. You can win 10 matches, and the 11th match, there's a higher percentage chance you can actually win. But if you're talking about FM 2020, if you win 3 matches, for example, or you're unbeaten for 3 matches, you might even lose for the next 4 matches. And if you still keep with the same type of, let's not just say formation, the style of play, all right, or how high you're gonna press, or how fast the tempo you're gonna play, and what kind of tweaks or what kind of role your player is gonna play. So it's more real life, lifelike thing, challenge of something which I love. People play games because there's always a challenging aspect. It's always drive the curiosity of many people. The reason why they play games because it actually stretch their imagination, it stretch their challenge, and they want to overcome that challenge. People will fret, this is challenging. I don't want to do this. But ironically, when people play games, they tend to enjoy it. They tend to express themselves, and if they fail one time, they're gonna actually try again and again. That's some people get frustrated, they reset and we redo the whole season. But I'm not gonna do that for this FM 2020 challenge. This is my promise to you guys. I'm gonna play and of course learn from the mistakes and treat it like as if it's a real life situation. All right. Friendly matches, aside from testing your formations, aside from testing your trial lists, getting the players to build partnerships, getting the match fitness, I will always take it like a pinch of salt. All right. You can't read too much in the friendly matches until the season has started. That's where the challenges will be there. So I will leave my comments, I will leave my video until here. I'm gonna actually provide another video of the first 10 league matches, and of course some highlights. I'm not gonna show all 10 matches, of course. I'm gonna pick games which are quite important, or turning moments maybe, or what defines the first 10 league matches. All right, so it will not be that too deep dive, but I will tell you why I think any one of those 10 matches are crucial to the team for the early start of the season. So without further ado, I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.